Hey y'all, after playing U-Bell for so long, I needed a break. So I've been testing this deck all week. I just took it to locals. I just got top 4. My only loss was something like out of my control. This deck just kind of hard loses to the die roll. And I have a couple issues with this deck that I'll get into in the profile, but I've been playing it enough, I've been testing it enough that I really wanted to show it off. And I want to start making a habit of showing off everything I play just to like work on deck building and stuff like that. First, we have our 1-card starter, Refrain, and then Couplet. These cards are like insane. They're like custom cards for this deck. They just do everything. Refrain can just like search any single Melodious card, or Melodious monster, and Couplet is just basically just better popular. So if there's like one in your graveyard, one in your hand, you can just special summon one for free. But off of itself, Refrain is like 1 card, like big board. So yeah, these are the 2, and then the 2 of the other really good one is Soprano. Soprano is nuts. If this card like resolves, like you can just use it so many times in a turn to fusion summon, you can just end on like a big ass board. And the board that this deck makes is very sticky. So it's like not like a lot of other 1-card starter decks where like the board is just very like you can play through it. No, like this board can just keep coming back and it's just extremely better as the game goes on. So those are the really good Melodious monsters. Next are the extenders. So we played 2 Sonata. This could be one of, but like just having the extender in hand is always really good. Shapina just lets you grab back any of them from the grave. There's a couple combos where you can Bakcha summon out Shapina grab back whatever you send off of Ostinato. It's really good. Aria is basically the reason why this deck's really good. It makes the board really sticky. It just says that none of your guys can be targeted or destroyed by, destroyed by battle. So yeah, card's like insane. And then Cannon, it's a 4. So that's very important. Same with Aria. It allows you to go into Baguska and other ring force. There are the monsters, other than hand traps. That's the Melodious monsters. Next are the 1-card starters of 3 Ostinato and 3 first movement solos. The flexibility of these cards are very nice. You can just kind of like break a board with this. It's branded fusion. It's not once per turn. I think first movement is... Yes, first movement is per turn. I didn't know that for sure. But this isn't. These starters are insane. This allows you to, if you control no monsters, you can either branded fusion from your deck or Shaddoll fusion, or you can special summon one from your deck like an E-Telly, which is very, very nice because let's say your hand dies to Imperm, you can just first movement solo summon out Aria, and now you can normal summon out Refrain, and like your entire turn's protected. It's very, very nice. Or, just break an entire board with Ostinato. The reason the deck's good is these cards. Next, this is a little controversial. I play 2 Concerto, and the only reason I play 2 Concerto is because I play 3 Pot of Desires and Pot of Prosperity. If you can play Pot of Greed in your deck, I'd play Pot of Greed in my deck. And then Pot of Prosperity just says search Ostinato. I'm gonna be real, I didn't see this card all day, but I saw this card. Yeah, Concerto is very nice, just being able to search it off of, oh shoot, where is she? Couplet is very, very good. And the reason you play 2 is because this card is like needed for your combo, so you don't want to like banish it off of Desires. So having 2 of it's not even bad. I would say like I can see why people just play 1 of this and like not this, but like of course I want to like max out on as much draw of power as possible. My engine's so good, if I can get to my engine, I'm playing. But you can't always play into boards. And then the last spell is Call by the Grave. I am not playing 3 Orange Light. I wish I was. You can click off right now. I just didn't have access to it, and I still wanted to play this deck. But yeah, I'll tell you what I'd change, obviously. I'd probably make this an Orange Light. And then hand traps, triple Ash Blossom, triple Infinite Impermanence, triple Effect Veiler, triple Ghost Ogre, triple Ghost Mourner, and Herald. Honestly, it would probably be the Called By and the Mourner. And then we have 3 Herald. But for now, the Called By and the Mourner were good. You just want to max out on hand traps. What is this? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16. You you want to see them. It's really hard to play into boards now that like without these. Like you can't really play breakers in your deck. Like you can, but like when you go first, your board is sticky, but it's not super good to just like beat something by itself. So just having like backup engines, backup cards, that like nothing is scarier than one card starter and like 4 hand traps. That is the main deck. Next, we're gonna move on to the extra deck. Triple Baksha. If this card resolves, you just win the game. Like, this card is insane. It being an E-Telly, it can be a monster reborn. Ostinato by itself can play through like 2-3 hand traps. It's so good. This deck is so resilient. It does like whatever it needs. Like, I don't really know how else to really describe this card. Like, just also being able to turn off Ash. Like, you can't Ash this card. You have to Veil or Impermanent, because if they Ash it, it will still resolve. The game states that this card just creates are just stupid. Double Shiberta. You want to play 2 Shiberta just because, like, you can end on to 2. Or, like, you can just go into the 1, but, like, have another for grind game. Triple DD Crow's insane. If you play against anything Runic, if you play against anything that's graveyard heavy, like Fire, just like rip their grave. Against Yubel, this card's nuts too. It also says 1 spot face up on the field. So if you Etoile, get rid of Shiberta, and then it comes back during the end phase, you can do it again. Very good. And then Etoile, just being able to float. Like, this card is just a problem. Like, it just does so much. This is another custom card. Just being able to bounce, non-targeting, like your entire field just to bounce like 2 cards. Literally insane. Like, this plus Baksha, like, if you can end on those 2, it's, like, really good. It never comes up, but you can do it. And, like, the follow-up this card gives. This is the reason to play the deck. Like, the interaction this card gives just is insane. And then 1 Bloom Diva. This is just, like, a towers you can always just kind of end on. It's needed in certain circumstances. I've never needed it. I'm going to be real with you. But you'd be caught dead without playing it. It's not that bad. Next are the links. 1 Gravity Controller, just so Ostinato can play through a hand trap. Bloom Harmonist. This card is insane. If you're able to resolve this card, you basically won the game. It's just so many bodies. It helps you play through so much. Like, I can just go on and on and on. This is basically another custom card. I don't know how this deck just kept getting those. Haggard, just to clear your board. Not a bad card. Free draw. SP Little Knight. This card is just free removal. It didn't really come up today, so if you're a budget player, you don't need it. But just having the option to SP is really nice. Goddess. This could also be the Agent Link too. I just didn't have access to it, but this card is also very good, just being able to eat up a ward. It came up today. But Guska, if you get shifted, you just kind of want to end on this. Against Tenpai, if you end on this, you kind of win the game too. Self-explanatory. Cards are nuts. That is the main and extra. Onto the side, I think this side deck was pretty good. Droll, I just like to throw in everything. Droll is just really nuts right now. Triple Attack Talents for when you go first. Triple Cosmic Cyclone for back row removal. And, like, honestly, like, your deck's pretty good in the back row. But Cosmic Cyclone is also a very good card. Power Sinkstone. This is just, like, I don't really want to go too much into it. Shout out to Elijah Green. He's the guy who first topped with this. It's basically just better skill drain. That not too much to go into, but you can, like, if you can get a chain going and just go Power Sinkstone, 2 counters are already on it and you just won the game. And then Evenly Matched is Evenly Matched. This was also a very fantastic card in my side deck. And yeah, like, you just want cards to play so that if you go second, you can blow them out so you don't just immediately lose. But that is the list. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be playing Melodious, especially after playing Yubel. Yubel just feels like leagues and bounds better than this deck, like, I think ever was. But I don't know, deck's really cool, deck's really good. And I'm definitely glad I gave it the chance today. Of course, I still top my locals with it regardless. So yeah, shout out to my locals, shout out to my team, Pie for Life, and shout out to everyone who helped me get cards for Melodious. Deck was really fun. All right, if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, let me know in the comment section down below. You can get a conversation going. And yeah, you guys have a wonderful night.